Jason Worstman. That is Hampton the Bear, gearing up for winter with his stocking hat on. And this is Tankers Fantasy Football, and we are going to get right into it with some Tankers Week 11 waiver wire ads. Can you dig it, sucker? All right, we got to get some waivers for you guys. We're going to get these pumping. We're going to lead it off with Rashad Penny. I know a lot, and redraft, a lot of people lost faith in him. He was even drafted. I had like a 5-keeper league. He was even dropped in that league. The guy drafted him early, lost faith in him, put him on the waiver wire. So I think it might go out there and cost you a pretty penny for him to get him back out there. I'm saying a lot of guys are probably going to be dropping, 20, 25 if they have it left, maybe even 30 fab dollars left on Rashad Penny. Went out there, he got you 12 carries for 108 yards, got you the touchdown. Pete Carroll says he looked like the player that we drafted him to be, and I think that, moving forward, Pete Carroll does like to blow a lot of smoke up your ass out there, but I think moving forward, Rashad Penny is a definite solid ad for an RB3 flex play if you're in desperation, especially this Thursday on the quick turnaround. Chris Carson's probably not going to be able to be out there for you, so this Thursday I would look to get Rashad Penny in that flex spot. Doug Martin, he's been out there. He's getting like 4 yards per carry for these shit road Raiders lately. He's got 15 carries last week, 61 yards, added another 3 receptions for another 31 yards, And he's got the Cardinals coming up this week, so this might be, a bye week filler for you. Maybe you got some injuries. Maybe you just need a spot play this week. And he's got the Cardinals this week. We're giving him the second most rushing touchdowns out there to running backs. So all in. I'm not all in, I guess. It is still Doug Martin, still old Dougie fresh out there. But if you were in desperate need of an RB3 flex play, I think Doug Martin, you can find a lot worse than Doug Martin this week in week 11. All right, Josh Adams, clearly the best early down back on the Eagles. He's averaged like over 6 yards a carry since he's been getting work. He's only got like 20 carries in the last 3 games, so he's not been getting that much work. But Doug Peterson did come out today and say that he is looking to give the ball more on early downs to Josh Adams. So I think the arrow is pointing up for Josh Adams. So if he is still on your waiver wires, I would definitely give him a look. Another guy that's a couple guys here, kind of like wide receiver speculation ads. I don't know. This might be more chasing points, if anything. We're going to look into him. We're going to look at Dante Moncrief here. He's had 21 targets over the last 3 games, so not shabby. He said 54 yards or better in 5 of the last 6 games. And I know that one game where he did it, he went out there and got shut out. Got you the big goose egg out there. But in 5 of the last 6 games, he has 54 yards or better. That is not shabby. I think if he is still on your waiver wire, he is worth a look. He's Dante Moncrief. He's a Jag wide receiver, so you can probably still go out there and get him for like, 3, 4, maybe 5 fab dollars, 5% of your fab out there. Zay Jones got 8 of 11 targets for 93 yards and a touchdown. The Bills looking, resurrected out there. Matt Barkley looking way better than Nathan Peterman. I know it's still Matt Barkley, and Zay Jones might be the definition of chasing points. I'm not saying pick up Zay Jones and start him in week 11 unless you're absolutely desperate, because I just don't think he is going to be able to give it to you sexy like that again. But this next guy, Anthony Miller for the Chicago Bears. We're talking about 6 targets, at least 6 targets in his last 4 games. Talking about double-digit PPR points in each of his last 3 games. And, he had that breakout game last week for 5 for 122 and a touchdown for the Bears. Even with Allen Robinson back in that ass, Anthony Miller was still getting it sexy for you out there. I think moving forward, Anthony Miller might be a solid wide receiver 3 flex play for you. I don't think he's going to get into that consistency enough to be a wide receiver 2, but if you need a flex play, I think Anthony Miller for the Chicago Bears. Trubisky is just undeniably turning around. Trubisky haters need to take a back seat out there, because the biscuit has been rolling it sexy. He let you down in Buffalo, but he didn't really have to do much. 2 defensive touchdowns. Bills are on the ropes. No really need to huck it, chuck it in the second half. But other than that Buffalo game, Trubisky has been just living it sexy for you these last couple of months. We've got Josh Reynolds and Gerald Everett for the Los Angeles Rams in the wake of this Cooper Kupp injury. Reynolds has gone out there. He got you like 4 for 60 and like 2 touchdowns. The last couple games, Cooper Kupp has missed. So if you were in desperation, I don't think Josh Reynolds is going to be, or Gerald Everett is going to be very reliable for you. But I mean, definitely worth a speculative ad, especially in 12-team leagues and above. You know, like these 12, 14, even 16-team leagues. I mean, he might even be rostered in the 14, 16-team leagues already. All right, Eric Ebron. I know Eric Ebron scored 3 touchdowns this last week. He has been dropped. I'm in a 10, in one of my 10-teamers. With we got a deep bench, but he was still dropped out there in one of my. One of my shorter bench leagues, one of my 5 bench leagues. He was dropped. So I think, if you're in who's not in tight end desperation that doesn't own Kittle, Zach Ertz, or Travis Kelce? If you don't own any of those 3 guys, you're in tight end desperation. I mean, Jimmy Graham got there and got you 2 points, and you get your 15 PPR. Then he's back to his fucking 2 points. I just don't know. I think the likes of Vance McDonald might be even a safer play moving forward than guys like Jimmy Graham or Jordan Reed or the like. All right. If you like the cut of my jib, give me a subscribe, give me a share. Get those comments pumping, baby. Smash the shit out of that like button. Comments and likes are what get these videos noticed, what get these videos in the recommended videos section for future Tankers listeners, baby. So if you do like the cut of my jib, do not be afraid to hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell for all future videos, because I will be hitting you with some trade targets and some stardom sit-em matchups later in the week. All right, holler at me. Cheeseburger.